The Scottish government became embroiled in a 4-year secrecy battle over its refusal to publish a timeframe for an independent Scotland to join the EU. The SNP have been dealt a killer blow in their hopes to break up the UK and join the European Union, as officials privately admitted it could take up to 8 years for Scotland to be accepted. The Scottish government were finally forced to publish analysis it commissioned about a timeframe for joining the bloc. Documents regarding this were released on Thursday following a 4-year transparency battle where the SNP executive claimed that the papers were irrelevant to how long it would actually take the country to join. But they still tried to keep them secret until the Scottish Information Commissioner ruled that there was a public interest in publishing them. Humza Yousaf based almost his entire citizenship document on rejoining the European Union, including changing the passport colour to burgundy and using EU embassies for trapped Scottish citizens abroad. But this argument will fall apart if it takes 8 years to join. Officials write in the analysis, an independent Scotland would be in a distinctive position, having already been part of the EU through the UK's membership. The speed of the negotiation and ratification process is contingent on political will, the agreed final Brexit position agreed for the UK, the nature of Scotland's exit negotiations from the UK, and any competing priorities the EU may have at that time. The further the final Brexit deal diverges from the current status quo, the more complex the process may become for Scotland. The best-case scenario for Scotland would involve a total timeline 3 to 4 years, and the upper limit could be up to 8 years, based on Scotland acceding to the EU from third country status. Prominent SNP politicians including Mr Yousaf have insisted that an independent Scotland would be able to join the bloc quicker than this, but have failed so far to provide any evidence to back this up. Reversing Brexit is the main argument for Scexiteers pushing to break up the UK. The Nats have based independence prospectuses on joining the bloc, and even told supporters that a vote for them is a vote to do this, not just to be an independent country. When publishing the documents, the Scottish government added a caveat which read, to give people the information they need to make an informed choice about Scotland's constitutional future. Ministers will shortly publish a paper setting out how an independent Scotland would rejoin the EU, in order to escape the damage of Brexit and enjoy the benefits of being back in the EU as a full, equal member. The proposals in this paper will be open to public and expert scrutiny, following a rigorous internal civil service quality assurance process, and formal approval by ministers. The documents also set out a number of huge issues which an independent Scotland would need to sort out before they would be accepted in, known as implementing the ElGHT, which would take up to 3 years but possible even longer. These included the creation of more than 30 new administrative bodies to replace the likes of Ofcom, the Bank of England and the Financial Conduct Authority, and also a promise to bring in the euro.